Well, it was always going to be a bit of a hollow victory, wasn't it? I mean, thank the Lord, it's Liz Truss, though, who will be our next Prime Minister tomorrow, not fishy Rishi Sunak. That's a defeat, let me tell you, for the Boris backstabbers, the political blob, the mainstream media, especially the BBC, the lockdown and vaccine zealots of SAGE, the World Health Organisation, the World Economic Forum, and Matt Hancock, whose cabinet comeback is now scuppered forevermore. But, of course, I believe this was an unnecessary anti-democratic leadership campaign sparked by Tory MPs trapped in the Westminster bubble with no idea of the huge challenges facing hard-working Brits, which made this vanity contest feel so unsavoury. That said, once the race was on, it was essential for Truss to triumph, to save Britain from the elites and the globalists trying to destroy our very way of life. The challenge facing her now is immense, the biggest of any new PM since Margaret Thatcher, and the malevolent and sinister dark forces who are out to destroy her will be difficult to keep at bay. After all, they're emboldened following their successful coup against Boris Johnson. That's why Liz Truss must be the new Iron Lady if she has any hope of defeating the Starmer-Sturgeon coalition from hell. Let's be straight. She's going to need balls of steel to face down the challenges facing this country, especially given her solutions will go against the orthodoxy of the political establishment and MSM. Her steady-as-she-goes victory speech today suggested she believes she can do it.
I know that our beliefs resonate with the British people. Our beliefs in freedom, in the ability to control your own life, in low taxes, in personal responsibility. And I know that's why people voted for us in such numbers in 2019. And as your party leader, I intend to deliver what we promised those voters right across our great country. During this leadership campaign, I campaigned as a Conservative and I will govern as a Conservative. And my friends, we need to show that we will deliver over the next 2 years. I will deliver a bold plan to cut taxes and grow our economy. I will deliver on the energy crisis, dealing with people's energy bills, but also dealing with the long-term issues we have on energy supply.
But anyone thinking Liz Truss is out to enter the honeymoon period granted to most new leaders is deluded. In fact, the onslaught to force her from office will begin the moment she enters number 10 tomorrow afternoon. It's very telling that the institutionally biased British-bashing corporation known as the BBC didn't even wait. They didn't even wait for Truss to get the job. They illustrated how the corporation intends to treat the new PM during Laura Kuenssberg's new Sunday morning show, where the lefty comedian Joe Lycett was shamefully allowed to mock Truss with unfunny sarcasm.
Thank you so much for coming in. And whatever happens, do come back. Well, I was going to say, going for some reaction from our panel, because listening to that interview at the desk and seeming to applaud Joe Lycett, the comedian.
You know exactly what's going to happen. I think you're reassured, I'm reassured. Are you reassured?
Well, Emily Thornberry, you
The haters will say that you've had 12 years of the Tories and that we're sort of at the dregs of what they've got available and that Liz Truss is sort of like the backwash of the available MPs. I wouldn't say that because I'm incredibly right-wing. Well, as Liz said there, she said it would be wrong to predict the future, even though loads of people have predicted that we're going to have real issues with paying our energy bills.
Now, that typical coverage from our public broadcaster came just 2 days after the BBC broadcast this smorgasbord of bias on Have I Got News For You on Friday night.
It made sense for Boris to come on this panel show because he could have done Would I Lie to You, but you occasionally have to tell the truth on that. It refers to Theresa May's John Lewis decor in the Prime Minister's flat, which the Johnsons replaced with gold wallpaper. Now, with Liz Truss moving in, Downing Street is believed to be getting quotes for padded wallpaper.
This government's been described as a zombie government, which I think is unfair because zombies value brains. So it doesn't really...
This show, by the way, has been billed by the BBC as a tribute.
Tribute? Funny way to spell good riddance.
To be honest, and I really mean this, the Beeb's coverage isn't that far from the bile being spewed by Russian state media today. Watch.
Great Britain today is a striking example of the implementation in real life of George Orwell's dystopia, 1984, where ignorance is strength. And so, stupidity has triumphed. Liz Truss has become the new Prime Minister. If Boris Johnson achieved Brexit, Elizabeth Truss wants to achieve something entirely different, the end of the world.
Now look, the odds are stacked against Liz Truss. Many in positions of power are willing her to fail and will do all they can to depose a second Tory PM. Truss will only succeed if, like Thatcher, she sticks to her principles no matter the pressure to make Britain energy secure, to stop the illegal invasion of our country via the Channel, to defeat lawless Britain, to slash taxes, to guarantee our freedoms and civil liberties, and to wage a war on woke. For the sake of this United Kingdom, I am willing her to succeed.